who is involved, in the image of this country through what we can produce and probably export in the new year. We hope you got one or two tips from his conversation, and he will be back on the show much later in the new year to tell us how 2024 is faring. We move on now to our next guest. He's already in the studio. I said earlier on, Jesus Soldier himself, Reverend Ben Eragbaye. He's got some very good information, very useful information for us. But we'll take a quick break. When we return, he will be sitting right here. Don't go away.
What we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed.
A 500 naira they collect them.
If you no talk, then go beat you.
Now 2,500 and they pay.
It's a night of war against satanic manipulations at the National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos, with the Jesus Soldier, Reverend Ben Eragbai.
It is war against satanic manipulation. Live at National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos. I want you to join me this time around because we are going to put a stop to the malady of persistent sickness. You are told that you are okay, but inside you know you are not okay. Join me live at National Stadium on the 15th of December. It's from 8 p.m. Join me because it's going to be the night of deliverance. It's going to be the night wherein you will smile again.
Date Friday 15th December 2023. Time 7 p.m. Prompt. Music by Jimmy the Psalmist, Bishop Praise Machine, the Divine Voices Mass Choir, and the Action Youth Choir. War against satanic manipulations. The lame shall walk, the blind sees. Don't be left out. Join us because you will testify.
Join me because it's night of war against satanic manipulation. See you there.
Okay, he's a man so passionate about the less fortunate amongst us. He's a lover of God and philanthropist who has succeeded in turning around the lives of a lot of area boys and area girls. He's a multi-gifted international and motivational speaker, Bible expositor with special revolutionary insights into the Word of God. My guest is an author of several best-selling books and a host pastor, War Against Satanic Manipulations, an annual outreach program which takes place at the National Stadium, Surulere, every December. And that's one of the reasons he's here on the show today. Join me to welcome to Today with John and Helen Live. I'm Reverend Ben Eragbai, the Jesus Soldier, founder, president, Divine Appointment Ministry International Worldwide. Hello, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you for making it to the studio. I know how busy your schedule is today. We are grateful.
Yes.
All right, so let's get right to it. The Nigerian church is a very prophecy-driven one, and very few go out to implement these prophecies received. In 2024, how do Christians move from, I have received, to that place where it is, I am going out to get it?
I don't understand. Come again, please.
Prophecies come,
Yeah.
and people say, I receive in the name of Jesus.
Yeah.
Because we're talking practical Christianity on this outing.
Okay.
How do we move from that place I have received to the place I am going to get it, and I've gotten it?
You see, let's start with faith. Everything about Christianity is faith. Now, if you subtract faith from Christianity, what you have is fake. If you subtract faith, what you have is fake. It says now faith is the substance of things hoped for. Hebrews 11 from verse 1. Now faith is substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay. Now the truth is this: faith is not basically because I received. Faith is I have not received, but I'm still trusting.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Substance
faith,
of
yes.
things.
Faith is not because I got it first before you, or I got that before you. That's not because of faith. Okay. I hope you understand. What is faith? Faith is ability to wait. Faith is ability to believe. You have not gotten it, but you are still trusting. You have not gotten it, you are still holding on. You are not gotten it, you are still, your mood has not changed. That is the faith I know. So it's not because I receive. Now, by the time you don't receive, what happens? Then you are no longer in faith. Then where is the faith? When you are not in faith.
Okay. All right, excellent. Okay, so you've been in this calling, this assignment, this ministry for how many years now?
By the grace of God, going close to 25 years by the grace of God.
25 years. Yeah. And souls have been won. Lives have been changed.
By the grace of God,
And your focus a lot has been on the younger people and the less privileged, the ones who think that, the world is not on their side.
You're right.
Why is it so?
You're right. I remember some years back, where our church started, actually in the Fadei, in the Lupeju area, there was a time the DPO of that area, I like him so much, nice looking man, Adegoke is a DPO then. I think he's a commissioner now. Wow. Gentle man like that, man that fears God. So this man, one day, I just saw policemen with bag of rice and some things. They brought it in December. And they said, Augusta, we should give you. I said, no, stop it there. I don't understand. For police giving, I don't understand. Just leave it, let me call. So I called him, sir, what is going on? He said, Reverend Ben, you don't know, you have helped me solve crime in my district. I say, how? He said, when you were building church at Fadei, Akorofayo, I put my men on red alert. He said, because that was a danger zone, I know. It was a red spot. But you finished building the church, and some of my men reported that some of those bad boys are now ushers in your church. Wow. He said, so when I saw those boys who were always customers in the cell, in and out, I was wondering, I'm no longer seeing them. I didn't know that you had transformed them. Yes. So he said, look, for this, so I saw a bag of rice and things for December. The man is so nice. Until today, we are still friends anyway. So what I'm trying to say is this. You see, the government alone cannot solve the crime. And buying more guns, buying more armor tanks cannot solve the crime. The first thing is you have to give people hope. You have to let them know there is still hope for you. And of course, one way or the other, those that are hungry, also make sure you put food in their stomach. If you can solve that, then the crime level will come down. It's not by buying more ammunitions, buy more AK-47s. No, it's not so. That's what I think, yeah.
So let's focus our attention on next week, Friday.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
What's
different this year?
Awesome. On the 15th of December, it's this program called Night of War Against Satanic Manipulation. As a matter of fact, it's 6 days to go now. Okay. I see what we're expecting is, I've had so many instances. I give example. There was one we did before we moved to stadium. We're doing this program, War Against Satanic Manipulation, on the 3rd floor in Logemo House. Okay. I saw a man who wheeled himself to the 3rd floor. So after the program, I still saw him on the wheelchair. Usually other people stood up. He was still on the wheelchair. And I got close to him and I was about entering my office. I said, sir, are you still on your wheelchair? Look at your colleagues. They are no longer on wheelchair. They are healed. What happened? Then I wanted to start praying. The guy removed my hand. He said, sir, that's not what I want. I said, what? He said, I saw your banner and I saw War Against Satanic Manipulation. I said, well, I've been to all churches, so I think this is the man that can solve this thing. I said, what's going on? He said, sir, do you know that on this wheelchair, I cannot sleep for 30 minutes. I will hear dirty slap. He said, look at my face. He said, when I look, I won't see anybody. He said, dirty slap. I can't sleep for 30 minutes. So this alarm, I set it for 15, 20 minutes. I'll wake up, then I will sleep. Wow. He said, but I dare not sleep up to 30 minutes. I'll hear dirty slap. He said, I don't know where it's coming from. Why would they not leave me in peace? No. That's to tell you how bad the devil is. Yes. The devil will never give up. The devil don't give up on people. I beg you. In fact, you make it worse. So that is how we began to pray. God gave the man deliverance. And that was it. And of course, we also had a situation of about a boy of 9 years old who was born deaf and dumb. His name is Victor. As a matter of fact, journalists came to interview the house. They came to the compound. They realized everything was real. We don't fake anything by God's grace. So this young man was born deaf and dumb. He came to the program. We finished praying that night and we said, test your people. So the mother did not have faith to test the child. They got back, the mother was sleeping. This child was just playing as a little baby. And they called somebody, Dominic. The young man mimicked the person, come. Dominic, come. They said, Victor, are you talking now? So they went to wake the mother up. So the mother rushed him back to us in church. That was on Sunday of it. That look, I could not check this child when you said we should check. But my son is talking. My son is talking. Wow. That is part of the thing. I know that, you see, when there's a problem, there must be a miracle. I've heard people say the time of miracle is over. No, the miracle can be over in as much as there's problem. Problem will be there, and that's why God make a way of exit called miracle. Okay. And I'm expecting this Friday from 8 p.m. at National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos. I do it every year. It is called Night of War Against Satanic Manipulations. Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
So the evil is all around. There's satanic manipulations.
Yes.
And you can't help yourself unless you get, deeper insight into the things of God.
God bless you. See, it is divinity that controls humanity. I've heard people say God dey. If you say God no dey, look the sky. There's no pillar holding it. It's not collapsing. Let's get some things clear. We can't doubt this thing. The spiritual controls the physical. Everything that happens to you here has been decided in the spiritual. So when you live your life on the surface, that's where the problem is. It just has to be divinity controlling. Now, there's those who go satanic on their own level, and we can go satanic. This one is godly. This one is God, because when Satan gives you 10 naira, it comes to take 1 million naira plus blood, because the blessings of the Lord make it rich and add no sorrow. So it's only God. So any other way, anybody who gets anything through wrong way, I can tell you it will not last. It will bring more problem. Somebody can go to fetish places for, okay, he has headache. They remove the headache, they replace it with cancer. That's the truth. And so the person is not battling with cancer instead of headache. But if God does it, it is clear. And that is all. And not only healing, we're also trusting God for. There are people that are working, nothing is working. There are people that are struggling, nothing. They are hard working. They are connected, and yet they look disconnected. There are people that are living close to water, to the stream, and yet they are thirsty. There are people today, in the night, they can't sleep. One night come, their nightmare starts. So what am I saying? I'm talking about satanic manipulation. There are people living in air condition, they are sweating. There are people that has money. They have money, but they are mourning. When you see them outside, you think, oh man, I want to be like this guy. You'll be amazed in what they are going through. So that's why we're inviting people to this night of war against satanic manipulations. It holds annually on the 15th of December, right at National Stadium, Surulere, here in Lagos. By the grace of God, everything is well. God is in control. Security is in control. God is in control. And of course, the security is tight.
You haven't told on the time to gather there.
The time, basically, it starts from 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Okay. Starts from 8 p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be awesome.
8 p.m.
And I know you're coming.
I will be there.
I know.
I will be there. I will be there.
I trust you'll be coming.
All right. Well, you may not be with us again before 2024. Just a final word as we look forward to a better year.
I'll be with you by the grace of God. I'll be with you. Why would I be with you? I'm still around. Okay. I'm going to be with you.
Okay. I mean, being here on the show.
Okay, on the show here.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, the truth about it is, look, 2024, we're trusting God that it must get better. It must get better. It can't be worse than this. It can't be worse than when it first started. So the truth is that, do you call this TV plus TV?
Plus TV
every day is a plus.
Yes, is a plus.
Every day is a plus. This is plus TV.
Amen.
Every day must be a plus. There can't be minus again. Yes, it can never be as worse as when it first appeared. Because every day is a plus. And I believe that it's going to get better in 2024. In 2024, a lot of things is going to happen. A lot of things are going to happen.
Okay.
Yes, but let me tell you this year, it will be glorious for us. Okay. Now, gross darkness the world, but upon its own, the light will shine.
Amen.
Gross darkness the world. Amen. It will get darker in the world, but upon us, it will shine. It will shine brighter.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
And so the light continues to shine.
Amen.
As we move. Everybody gets to the National Stadium in Surulere on Friday, the 15th, a few days from now, and he will be there with a lot of other anointed men and women of God.
Hallelujah.
And we'll end 2023 on a grand level.
Amen.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Hallelujah.
Okay, that's the size of our package today. Is an abridged version of Today with John and Helen live. We hope that you have benefited from today. And please, 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 don't play with your destiny. Don't be a nominal person. You're here for a purpose, and you need to find what purpose. You need to find the battles that are all around you and get the tools to fight those battles so you can win them. All right, so don't forget to join Reverend Ben Eragbe on Friday, 15th at the National Stadium. Today with John and Helen. Reverend Ben Eragbe, the Jesus soldier.
Yes.
We'll be back on Saturday next week, God willing, with another package. I'm Mama Helen Odele. It's been my pleasure. Bye for now.
Increase the reach of your events or business services. To advertise on Plus TV Africa, please call 0906 0005719 or 0909 040 8408, or send an email to marketing@plustvafrica.com. Plus TV Africa. Big stories live here.
My name is Olamide Onifade. I am a real estate lawyer, and today I'm going to be giving you a tip about buying a property, and it's going to be centered on location, location, location. Buying a property is a massive commitment, and it's important that you consider some key factors to ensure you are getting your money's worth. Fundamental on your checklist should be the location of your property. It is the biggest influence on your quality of life, job opportunities, ease of travel, and the value of your property. While a good location might be influenced by your personal preferences and lifestyle, there are some objective qualities every good location should possess. First on the list should be accessibility when considering a good location. That is, how close is the property to good transport facilities, your daily commutes to work, and your children's school if you have children who are of school age. Second on the list is the availability of local amenities. These include a good local hospital, shops, grocery stores, electricity, and maybe internet services. And third should be the appearance of your neighborhood. You should watch out for the environmental conditions of the neighborhood. Sanitation and maintenance culture of the inhabitants is also very important. This will give you an insight to who your neighbors are going to be. It is important that the crime rate of the neighborhood is also thoroughly researched. Qualities of a bad location can be when there are too many houses on sale, closeness to busy highways, airports, and train tracks. It is also advisable that you avoid locations that lean towards industrial use, such as petrol stations, religious houses, and industrial plants. Remember that you can change your house, but you can't change your neighborhood.
What we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed.
A 500 naira they collect am.
If you no talk, dem go beat you.
Na 2,500 I dey pay.
Businesses in Africa can be very challenging. In Nigeria, it is particularly intimidating, and successful builders have learned how to navigate a hostile environment to unlock opportunities. But one major challenge businesses face is how to filter through the noise and identify where their ideal customers exist. Get insight and practical steps from industry players and captains of industries. Hear success stories to help you make informed decisions as you scale your business in Nigeria. Watch Business Insights at this time on Plus TV Africa.
very good afternoon. I am Emmanuel Udubukun. This is a news brief. Now, the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu has condemned the bombing of Aturenberry village, killing over 126 people, and called for a probe into the incident. The incident has sparked reactions, with Nigerians condemning the army and calling for a probe. Ribadu made a statement in the company of senators who visited the village as the incident occurred during the Maulid celebrations.
We are here to physically see, also talk directly to the people, to the victims, the families, and make an assessment for the federal government. It's a tragedy, it's a misfortune, but it has happened. What matters is how do we move forward? What are we going to learn from here? What exactly we need to do? Hopefully it will not happen again. And also to restore a little bit of normalcy in the lives of those who are victims. We are here with the governor and also the leadership of the National Assembly responsible for national security. We have done the assessment, we have spoken to them, we have had a very good interaction, and we are going back to Abuja. That certainly will be what will help us to move forward with decisions that will certainly make a difference going forward.
Nigeria's National Petroleum Company, NNPCL, has reported 4,800 illegal connections along over 5,000 kilometers of oil pipelines. The group CEO, Emele Kyari, expressed concern over the number of connections by illegal refiners during discussions with the Senate Appropriations Committee. Now, despite the country's current average oil production of 1.5 million barrels per day, Kyari assured the committee that the oil-related projections in 2024 are budgetary realistic and achievable. He also highlighted NNPCL's status as a fully commercial entity, remitting dividends totaling 406 billion naira between July and November.
And I think I can just get this for you. There are, if I remember part of it, you have over 4,800 illegal connections on our pipeline. Illegal connection. That means in some lines, within 100 kilometers of pipeline, Mr. Chairman, you will have as much as 300 insertions. That means every kilometer, you will have an insertion. And pipelines, for being what they are, if you continue this insertion, even when you seal it up, it can no longer hold the pressure that it will do. Therefore, even when you produce the oil, you cannot deliver them at the required pressure, and therefore the volume will also be lost. The situation we have in the Niger Delta in terms of security is a calamity.
Senator Adeola Olanipekun, chairman of the committee, praised Kyari for boosting their confidence in the feasibility of the 2024 budget proposals, assumptions, and forecasts.
We have been able to do justice to all our questions, most especially as it affects the oil and gas sector. And we want to strongly believe that he has alluded to the fact that all statistics, all data presented by the President in the appropriation bill currently before the National Assembly are all achievable. With the production outputs, alluding to the fact that there are reasonable security in the Niger Delta that can guarantee the production output of 1780, which is inclusive of the crude and the condensate. He has also alluded to the fact that the benchmark as proposed by the executives is achievable.
Now, the House of Representatives Committee on Operation has summoned the heads of the Central Bank, Olaide Kadasu, and FRSC boss, and also the Comptroller General of the Customs to appear in person before the House Committee on Filing on Monday, 11th December 2023. The Chairman House of Representatives Committee on Operations, Honorable Bababakar Kabir Bichi, and during the interactive session with the relevant MDAs on Operation Bills 2024, refused to allow representatives of these three organizations represent their bosses at the ongoing budget interaction.
We insist on Monday all the revenue people, we want them here. The more they are delaying the budget. They are not delaying the National Assembly, they are delaying the budget. Let them know they are delaying the budget process. If I didn't show, we expect all of them to be here. CBN Governor, Minister of Finance, Minister of Petroleum, Controller General, MPA, NIMASA, all the GOEs, we need them here. Let them come and explain how did they arrive, the scientific study, how did they arrive on that figure they have declared on the MTED. We believe it's short, it's not enough. Okay. It's insufficient. We believe so let them come and explain so that we can see if we can have more revenues in 2024 so that our people can see the impacts and supporting Mr. President for his agenda.
Honorable Bijo went ahead to state the objective of the engagement, which among others is to provide highlights and some key issues in relation to the preparation, enactment and implementation of the 2024 budget.
Ministers are MDAs, we are all supposed to think that way. We are supposed to think, not just administer our ministries, but to think out of the box. What are those things we can migrate from the budget? There is a lot the private sector can do, so I should also see my role as a minister as that of inviting the private sector, marketing them so that they can do those things which appropriation cannot give me the money to do. We are not going to have enough money to build all the houses we require, and indeed the roads we require. So the ministers are urged to think, and it has been done before, and we have been directed to do that will complement whatever funding. But the importance of the budget is a signaling tool, it's a catalytic tool, and is equitable so that all can feel involved.
The first point we really need to make is that, as most of us will be aware, we have run budget deficits for many years, for decades, for which the Debt Management Office has been raising funds, local and international, to support the budget. Okay, and the point I also like to make is, as the level of borrowing increases, because these are borrowings, they are debt, you have to service them, so debt service also increases, just to make that basic point. Again, just to say again for the purpose of all of us here, we run budget deficits, yes, that's because there are programs and projects in the budget that the government wants to run. If we go back from 2015, 2016, we know we've been through about 2 or 3 recessions. We had one in 2016, 2017. We also had one during COVID. So a lot of that bringing the economy out of recession was funded from borrowing. The first one was through the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan. Then the last one we had was during COVID. So debt has increased.
Now, the House of Representatives Committee on Aviation and Aerospace Technology will investigate the controversy surrounding the Nigeria Air project and address air crashes and safety abnormalities in airports. Now, Chairman Honorable Abiodun Akinlade stated that the committee will engage with stakeholders to ensure Nigerians benefit from a highly innovative and productive aviation industry despite ongoing budget defense by various House committees.
The committee is highly concerned and worried at the recent serious air crashes in Nigeria. We will, with the support of airline operators of Nigeria, the regulatory authorities, organize an high-tech stakeholders town hall meeting to look into the causes of the air crashes and other safety abnormalities at our various airports. Our air must be safe for all. I repeat, our air must be safe for all to fly. The Committee of Aviation, in conjunction with the House Committee of Aviation Technology, will look into the controversy surrounding the Launch Nigeria Air project and inform Nigeria's.
The House Committee on FCT Area Councils is committed to addressing diverse issues, including agriculture, cultural festivals, resettlement schemes, and also our satellite town development. Now, Joshua Obika, representing Amak and Buhari Federal Constituency, has appealed for our Special Security Intervention Fund and intelligence gathering.
chieftaincy development in the area councils, improved revenue drive, inter-house sports in schools to identify and develop talents, as well as education and health development. In all, as a committee, we shall take our oversight functions seriously to improve service delivery.
Security is everybody's responsibility. I am totally dismayed at the total lack of coordinated effort by the estates, neighborhoods, and the communities in FCT to form a bulwark against organized crimes. Nightclubs should be given a standard operational procedure. They should be required to install necessary electronic security surveillance gadgets in and around their places of business, and as well as cater for the patrol by the security operatives with light arms, like the Civil Defense Corps. As we enter into the festive season, there is no doubt that crime is likely to spike. I appeal to the FCT Minister and the relevant security agencies to beef up security surveillance in the territory.
The lawmaker identified several areas requiring urgent intervention in the FCT, including education, sector reform, health, urban transportation, rural infrastructure, housing, and environment. Moving on, the Nigerian Port Authority NPA has defended itself against allegations of unremitted amount of $852 million and 1.8 billion naira from private operators. The NPA's managing director, Mohammed Bello Kuku, clarified that these amounts were accumulated fees from private port operators involved in a 2006 concession agreement attributed to a flawed agreement signed by the federal government in 2006.
Guaranteed minimum tonnage. It is the agreement signed in 2006 that created that lacuna. And nobody did anything about it until we did something about it. It gave the terminal operator the latitude, because at the point of concession, we guaranteed, Nigeria guaranteed, that if we give you this terminal, we are going to meet, for example, 10 million tons of cargo. If, however, the 10 million do not come, anything below or above 10%, deduct whatever is due to NPA in terms of, I think, lease fees or so, from that money. So it is the accumulation of that amount from 2006 to 2019 that you can see we have broken down to 500 and something million.
Now, Mohammed Bello Kuku emphasized the challenges faced by concessionaires due to the federal government's failure to remove structures from their right-of-way. Senator Aliu Wadada called the NPA boss to provide a financial statements and propose solutions for debt resolution.
For some materials that you will have to tender to us to convince us on the right and needful or needed steps to take so as to close these issues once and for all. NPA's appearance is adjourned to, it's now Senate as far as then the date will be communicated eventually.
Now, the senators strongly disapproved of Nigerian Correctional Service officers reported inhuman treatment of inmates following inquiries from lawmakers during the 2024 budget hearing. Senator Adams Oshiomhole requested detailed information on inmates' population and the feeding routines.
We have seen the visuals. So it is not correct to tell us that you feed prisoners 3 times a day with 750. How? And you are listing tomatoes. I bought tomatoes yesterday. You are talking about beans. I bought beans the day before yesterday. You talk about rice. I bought rice last week. And I know the price.
Yes.
It's not only senator that I buy. Even you are buying. Looking at you, you look more better fed than us. Maybe because we are overworked here. So you all know the price of this item. So how can you look us eye to eye and tell us that you feed a man, a Nigerian, awaiting trial or even convicted with 750 naira a day, 3 times? What is the bottle of water? What is the cost? This water. They are entitled not just to water, they are entitled to clean water. This water is not a luxury. We are taking it because we assume it is clean and it doesn't carry waterborne diseases. So they are entitled to clean water.
Senator Ireti Kingigbe expressed dissatisfaction with the response received and raised concerns about the welfare of inmates and dogs, questioning the availability of medical professionals and veterinary doctors.
Vet doctors, how many vet doctors do you have? Or maybe you can tell me how many regular doctors you have.
The Lagos State is set to commence repair works on the ever-busy pedestrian bridge at Alakbere Estate bus stop. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oseyemi stated this when he led a team of Lagos State government officials from the Ministry of Transportation, Office of Infrastructure, Material Testing Laboratory, and also Public Works Corporation to ascertain the level of damage to the bridge. The Commissioner disclosed that while access to the bridge has already been condoned off, more traffic personnel will be deployed to stop the traffic intermittently for pedestrians to pass. Also speaking, the Special Advisor to the Governor on Infrastructure, Engineer Olufemi Daramola, said an assessment of the bridge will be carried out immediately to enable the conduct of integrity tests on the structure, on substructures, determine also the extent of the damage and also ascertain the level of the construction works to be carried out. Still in news, River Federal High Court in Abuja on Friday has granted permission to our former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mohammed Adoke, to travel to the United Arab Emirates to meet with his family. Now, Adoke is currently standing trial alongside Aliu Abubakar, a property developer, of allegations of money laundering amounting to 300 million naira. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has alleged that Adoke made a cash payment of $2.26 million to Unity Bank in 2013 in contravention of money laundering laws. Now, Adoke, through his lawyer, Kano Agapi SAN, prayed the court to invoke sections 36 and 37 of the 1999 Constitution to allow him to travel to see his family. He noted that since the trial of Adoke in money laundering charges brought against him by the federal government commenced, he has not been with his family members who are in the UAE. In his ruling, Justice Iyang Eko agreed that Adoke had been attending the trial and had never attempted to draw bail, adding that he was persuaded to grant the request. Members of the other state civil society organizations has urged the anti-graft commissions in the state to beam their searchlight and corrupt officials of government agencies. They made a call during a protest in Benin City, the Edo State capital. Their action, they believe, is part of effort to combat the spate of increasing corrupt practices across the various ministries in Edo State.
We have come out today to bear our minds on the sufferings of Nigeria that we know very well is caused by corruption, especially corruption by our politicians. We have come out today to remind the anti-graft agencies, EFCC and ICPC, their responsibility, because it seems like they are not doing anything. So we have come to remind them that the energy that they are using to fight and correct our young ones who are involved in internet fraud, popularly called Yahoo Yahoo, that they should use same energy to fight our corrupt politicians.
They should be able to fight the endemic corruption that has taken over the country. We've noticed that they are more concentrated on in pursuit of the internet fraudster instead of tackling the internal corruption which has brought us to where we are today as a nation. We have given them ultimatum to see them clamping on public officers who have taken over our common resources to enrich themselves to the detriment of the common man. As Edo Civil Society organizations, we are not going to keep quiet and watch them drift from.
And now move on to other parts of Africa. Heavy rains have caused landslides in northern Tanzania, killing 76 people, according to President Samia Suluhu Hassan. Now, the disaster destroyed infrastructure and economic activity and has also prompted the government to take necessary measures to detect signs and alert people in advance. The landslides displaced 600 people and displaced over 1 million people in Somalia. Now, El Niño, a weather phenomenon linked to rising temperatures and droughts, has already caused over 6,000 deaths in 5 African countries between October 1997 and January 1998. Now, move out to South Africa. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has emphasized the importance of Israel's commitment to protecting civilians in the ongoing conflict in Gaza. He stated that there is a gap between Israel's intentions and the actual result on the ground. Blinken has visited the region 4 times since the war began on 7th of October. The U.S. has also been discussing daily pauses and fighting and ensuring that the Gazians can move out of harm's way. And into business, amid Nigeria's currency shortage, the Central Bank of Nigeria has warned Nigerians against a counterfeit Naira banknote. On Friday, the Apex Bank gave the warning in a notice titled "Beware of Counterfeit Naira Banknote in Circulation." The bank urged all deposit money banks, financial houses, bureau de change, and the general public to be more vigilant and take all necessary precautions to show that it is working with security operators to apprehend culprits. And in entertainment, Taylor Swift has slammed Kim Kardashian for taking her down psychologically and also forcing her into hiding during their long-running feud before branding the reality star and her ex-husband Kanye West as trash. The singer was been named Time Magazine's Person of the Year, opened up on a dispute which started when Kim's then-husband Kanye West wrote a 2016 song to include vulgar lyrics about the star. The rapper had claimed that Taylor had consented to the reference, but after denying it, Kim also weighed in and released what the pop star described as an illegally recorded phone call between the pair. For entertainment, straight to sport, Victor Boniface was on Friday named the Bundesliga Rookie of the Month for the 4th time in a row. The Super Eagles star beat Xavi Simons and Merlin Roll in the vote to scoop the prize of 4 players on the 23 Bundesligas at Friday. Now, Boniface, despite not scoring in the league during the month of November, has been awarded the award due to his significant goal contributions. And that's the news brief. For more stories, please follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and do subscribe to the YouTube channel at Plosive Africa and Plosive Africa Lifestyle. You can also view us on LimeMix, on LimeMix.tv, and Glow TV apps anywhere in the world. I am Emmanuel Olububukun. Many thanks for watching.
Increase the reach of your events or business services. To advertise on Plus TV Africa, please call 0906 000 5719 or 0909 040 8408 or send an email to marketing@plustvafrica.com. Plus TV Africa. Big stories live here.
It for upcoming artists to blow in Nigeria.
Welcome to Plus Trending. I am Bukky November, your host, saying thank you for joining us on today's episode.
Welcome back. It's tea time on Plus TV Africa.
Practice makes perfect. I'm not perfect yet, but I'm a lot better than I used to be.
He's a king. He's entitled to marry 100 if he wants to.
Increase the reach of your events or business services. To advertise on Plus TV Africa, please call 0906 000 5719 or 0909 040 8408 or send an email to marketing@plustvafrica.com.
The family, they say, is the smallest unit of the society, and whatever affects the family rubs off on the society. What are the effects of a dysfunctional family? What really is a dysfunctional family? And what are the dangers of a dysfunctional family to the society? This is what our guests will be talking about today on the show. Welcome to Regardless, an anti-drug abuse TV series put together by Christ Against Drug Abuse Ministry, CADAM, a faith-based NGO under the auspices of the Redeemed Christian Church of God that is at the forefront of the fight against drug abuse. Louisa Olani is my name. Welcome on board. But as always, we take you through the case study for today, and then we come back to delve straight into the issue. Stay tuned.
Good afternoon, Ma.
Welcome again.
Thank you, Ma. We have a really beautiful home.
Thank you.
Yes, Ma.
I hope you didn't find it difficult finding this place.
Oh, no, not at all. When is Uncle coming back?
Anytime soon.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure you don't want to eat anything?
Oh, no, Mommy. I'm fine.
You know this is your home too as well, yeah?
Yes, Mommy.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine.
And how's everybody?
Fine.
Welcome.
Ah, brother.
Welcome, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine,
I had no idea you were coming.
Yes, it wasn't planned. I had no one else to run to.
Run to? What happened?
My mother had an accident.
Jesus Christ. When?
2 nights ago.
I just hope it's not anything serious.
Uncle, it's been 3 years now. And not even a phone call from you.
I wanted to get in touch, but...
But what?
The last time I saw my stepsister, she rained abuses on me over a minor family issue. Do I deserve that kind of a treatment? Do I?
I guess that justifies it then.
I'm not trying to justify anything.
She fell into a ditch.
Was it dark?
It doesn't have to be. She was intoxicated.
No, this one is not making any sense to me. No. I don't know Titi to be an alcoholic. No.
My mother is an alcoholic.
What?
Yes. You see, you didn't know what I had to go through. What I had to put up.
Hello. We had a little misunderstanding last night. But his phone has switched off. Please, I beg you in the name of God, if you see my husband, tell him to come back home, please. The kids are worried. Okay? Thank you.
But Mommy, how could he just leave?
He won't leave. He will come back. I know your father.
And if he doesn't?
He will. He won't abandon his family. And please, enough with this, your negativity. Just leave my front.
Mom.
Go!
Mom, wake up.
What is it?
I need you to go lie down inside. Please.
Why?
Femi and Benga will be home anytime soon.
So?
I don't want them meeting you like this. Besides, where have you been?
Dora, what gave you the right to wake me up from my sleep?
Mom, you were passed out drunk.
So, because you have started hanging around these stupid boys on the estate, you think you are the same level, Abby? Think you are the same level? I don't blame you. I would have walked away the way your father go. I have just left.
You're the reason he left.
What did you just say?
Yes. I still remember everything you put him through.
So it has gotten to this. You not talk back at me.
Mom, you know what I'm saying, it's the truth. Everybody knows it.
You not talk back at me, Dora.
Mom, please just sit down.
Dora, you push me. Your own mother, Dora. You all know it's been tough since your father left. I've tried all my possible means. I think it has gotten to a point where we'll start contributing.
Contributing? How?
When the school resumes next time, your brother here is not going back to school.
And that's not going to happen. I dropped out of school, so he don't and won't have to.
Things are harder now, so there's nothing I can do.
But mommy.
Not just but mommy, me, dear Femi. Go outside and see what your mates are doing. I think you're a child. Go outside and see what your mates are doing. Just keep head like your father.
Mommy, if he drops out of school now, what will he be doing?
You can go and learn work now, or you go for apprentice. My own is first for you to bring in income.
What kind of a mother are you?
The kind that have done everything she has to do for her children. Or do you people want me to kill myself for you? Please, I'm going out too.
Don't mind what mommy is saying. You're not dropping out of school, and I'll make sure of it.
Okay, I'm going out, so I will see you people later when I come back.
Good morning, Mom.
Dora. Come.
Yes, Mom.
Dora, turn.
Why?
Dora, turn. Let me take a closer look at you.